fans are getting in their feelings because Ocho likes to throw out stuff and fake the funk, acting like he don't know what's going on.
Okay.
And the people will go in on a rampage for him.
Virtual reality.
Okay, all right, Sharelle Rosado, Danny and I are so excited to chat with you because you're making your return to reality TV on W.A.G.s to Riches on Netflix. This is so exciting for
I'm back, bitches.
You're back. She's back. How does it feel to be back and on Netflix?
It's amazing. I knew I had something to share, even when, Selling Tampa didn't get renewed. It was a great journey. But I knew we were going to bring some heat, and we brought some heat. Did y'all see it?
Oh, we saw the heat. Yes, we saw the heat. And with seeing all of that heat, I'm kind of curious, how did it feel filming this show versus Selling Tampa? You know what I mean? Because it's such a different show, but like, we still get to see you in your full boss element, you know what I mean? Like, working on top of everything else.
So I love filming W.A.G.s to Riches because it not only showed my business, but it also showed my fun side. A lot of people didn't get to see that on Selling Tampa, my personal life, more of my personal life. It was amazing. It had its ups and its downs while we were filming, but overall it was a great experience.
And that's actually a really great point because on Selling Tampa, you were Sharelle the boss like 100% of the time. But now you can be a little shady because not every lady is working for you. So you don't have to be on your P's and Q's that much. How
Right.
fun was it to have that freedom to really speak your mind about some of your castmates? Because Sharelle, baby, you certainly speak your mind.
Listen, I cannot hold it in. I was taught to express yourself, and I can it hurts. It hurts me. It hurts my mouth. It hurts my face if I'm holding something in that I need to say.
Is there a cast member you think after the show comes out is going to be texting you immediately? Like, do you know what I mean? Who are you bracing for impact from? Or multiple people?
Maybe Stony, maybe
Yeah.
Jules,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
she's blocked. So no, she's not blocked.
The stony of it all. There's obviously some tension right off the bat when in those first few episodes. And you're like it seems like I don't want to say the other girls give her a pass. I don't think it just seems like more of your cast is empathetic to her situation where you don't seem to be and others on the cast want to brand you a mean girl. Like, what is your response to the mean girl accusations as it pertains to the way you move through the series with Stony?
I feel like I'm not being a mean girl. I'm just being very direct and upfront. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I feel like being a mean girl is being fake in their face and going behind their back talking. That's a mean girl. And a lot of the girls do that. Because, I mean, you ask them the same question, would they do it? They'll say no. They have the same opinion. Like, would you go out with this person in public? Would you hang with this person on a daily basis? And it's no. So why are you being fake?
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely not fake. You keep it real 100% of the time, which then creates these wonderful, explosive TV moments. When you look back on this season, are there any fights or conflicts that you regret? Because it looks like you have a lot of fun doing them.
I was going to say,
I wouldn't say maybe my approach with Stony probably would have been a little bit more not aggressive. But I probably would have. I don't take back anything. No, I actually don't take back anything.
I love that because
I'm standing on business. I don't take back nothing.
Wait, and I'm kind of curious because after filming a season, and since you have had experience with reality TV before, was there anyone in the cast that you were like, ugh, they should have brought it more? Or is there anyone that you were like, this person should have been on it that maybe you were hoping for? You know what I mean?
Right. I feel like some of the girls wanted to portray such a perfect lifestyle. And that's not reality. That's not true. Like, we go through our ups and downs. There's gonna be drama. You can't create a show and say we just wanted women empowerment the whole show. Nobody's gonna watch it. They need to show the good and the bad and the ugly. And I feel like, it didn't click with some of the females.
I feel like I mean, as a viewer and as a fan of you on Selling Tampa, maybe my opinion is biased, but it feels like you are the queen bee of this show, possibly the biggest name on this show. Was the show built around you, or did you have any involvement in the inception of the show?
I did. I actually, you could probably see consultant producer on there.
I
Shout
missed
out.
that. Okay,
Yes.
snaps for you. So yes,
Nice.
that's amazing.
Yeah, so when Selling Tampa did not get renewed, I reached, well, actually Gardner reached out to me, and we worked, a few producers actually, and I just love Spokes Gardner. He was very consistent, and he saw something in me more than I saw, and we just started pitching ideas, and he hit the ground running, and he was like, "Let's do it," and we created magic.
Was it a hard show to cast or get girls on board for? Were people hesitant, or was it like people were scrambling to be a part of it and you had to push some girls away?
I didn't do the casting for it. I just, a lot of my Miami agents are what either dating or married to an athlete. So it was, that process was easy. And then, they start to ask, who do you know? Who do you know in the area? And they handled all that. But everyone who came aboard were super excited.
And I feel, I mean, it's always, people have always had eyes and ears on WAGs as a whole, but lately it has just like reached new heights even too. Like it's kind of insane. How have you felt watching the evolution of people's like almost like obsession with WAGs? Like how has it been experiencing that?
Right. I love giving Taylor Swift as an example. I feel like, ever since her and Kelsey started dating, it changed the outlook of what a wag is. And it's just, you know, have been coming better and better. Now you're starting to see more of the wives and girlfriends doing things together more, being out there more. It's showing that it's highlighting the women's businesses now. There's a lot of women who are bosses, and I feel like their praises don't get glorified because their husband is in the spotlight, but it's now showing the woman in the spotlight just as much as the husband.
I know. I wonder what Taylor Swift's energy would be on a reality show. Like I wonder if she would be like quiet in a corner. I feel she could get in the mess.
I feel like she could too.
Huh.
I feel like Taylor, I feel
She's
like
a fun girl.
she seems like a lot of fun, and I feel like if given the opportunity, like if she was cast on a reality show, she would thrive in the mess. I just kind of
Oh,
see that for her.
yes. I feel like she'll shut down.
So if she's tuning into Wags to Riches season one, maybe she'll consider joining season two. I feel like she's probably a Miami girl.
We need to bring Kelsey to the Dolphins then.
That's right. Okay,
He
let's
doesn't.
let's
He
make it
he
happen.
don't need to retire. Maybe Tariq be happy about that.
Who
Tariq is ready to win a ring, a championship ring.
It's so funny in the WAGs world. There's so many important rings. It's not just the engagement rings and the wedding rings. It's the championship rings.
Right.
And now I feel Larsa Pippen being single everywhere. She likes her athletes. Maybe she could dip her toe in.
Listen, Larsa is my girl. Larsa
Okay.
is here.
I feel like she would do well on a I mean, obviously she's a great Real Housewife, but I feel like she would mix and mingle with this group pretty well. Do you mix and mingle with anyone else from the Housewives in Miami?
Larsa, Ashley, and myself and Alexis, we all, go out with Larsa a lot. So we're all like this.
Oh,
Oh my
she's so
God.
fun. She's such a
She
sweetie.
is. She's a fun girl.
Yeah, she's such a good time. It's so fun to see you have fun with your girlfriends on this show, and it's also really fun to see you have fun with Ochocinco on the show. But this year, y'all had some not so fun moments, and you decided to part ways. But now, Sharelle, you and Ochocinco are confusing us. You're confusing the fans. There's been this like sort of back and forth banter on Twitter and social media. People are like, where do they stand? What is going on? What is happening today?
And they're like, she still have her wedding ring on. My engagement ring is not on. This is a custom ring. So for everyone who's watching, this is a custom ring from a necklace he got me
Oh,
Okay,
years ago.
it's stunning. Okay, but it's not the one. Okay, okay.
No, no.
So what is going on today with you and Ochocinco?
We are great friends. We are not together, but we support each other. Our family come first, then business. We're gonna always be there if things didn't work out, even if they don't work out in the long run. We're gonna always support each other.
you have not been slowing down all this year because what is this new podcast you're doing too that also has people talking on Twitter as well.
Listen, the Ocho fans are getting in their feelings because Ocho he likes to just go on a rampage and just throw out stuff and fake the funk, acting like he don't know what's going on.
Okay.
And the people will go in on a rampage for him. So I did join under Shannon Sharp's podcast, Shay Shay Media. Shout out to Shannon Sharp and Ocho. You know, they both supported me throughout the whole way of, launching this podcast. And I asked Chad, I was like, what do you think about me reaching out to, Shannon Sharp to see if he would like to bring our podcast up under his? And he was like, do it. I think it's a great idea. You ladies are doing amazing, starting this on your own. The views are great. Give it a try. So we all had a meeting, talked about it, got our lawyers involved, and we landed a nice deal to be up under them.
Congratulations. I
Nice.
love how you were saying that Chad likes to get a little silly on social media, but his rampage is you rampage right back
Yeah.
because you're posting gorgeous selfies and he's like, "Where are you going?" And it's not to him.
Not
Like,
to you.
where were you going? Where were you going?
Ashley and I went to the Rod Wave concert.
Okay, fun. Okay.
It was good.
Did others at the concert also appreciate the outfit? Because you look good that night.
Thank you. Yes, a lot of people appreciated it. It was a little something different,
Okay.
but
During this break from Chad, even though you guys are still putting family first, putting business, keeping your priorities prioritized, have you yourself been prioritizing dating at all? Have you been able to dip your toe in the dating pool and experience other men?
I have not yet. You know what? Men don't reach out to me. No one has slid in my DMs.
That's a lie,
No.
Sharelle. That's
I swear.
To look in the hit like the request folder, I feel.
I had Ashley look through it all. I think they think, but I'm not ready to date, but no one has shot their shot.
And if you do feel like it comes down to a place where you are ready for a new relationship and entering a different phase, would you want to, would another athlete be kind of the hope, or would you want a different type of ball game? You know what I mean? Quite literally, like what would you hope?
No, I, mm, I think I would dabble in the athlete world.
And why is that? Is it like what are the biggest challenges when it comes to dating an athlete? I'm assuming that all the female attention can't be easy, but is that the biggest problem, or are there other challenges that, we who are non-wags don't understand?
It's a lot. I mean, it's a lot of they gonna have their fans regardless. Like they ride or die for their people. And if things go south, you going south with them, fans and all. So it's a lot to take on. But I haven't thought about dating. I don't know what it looks like. It's not my main priority right now.
Do you
So
think that there is a chance, or are you holding out hope that you and Chad could get back together? Like, is that on the table, or are you kind of like, I'm not there, I'm not thinking about it?
no, I think we both are focusing on our family, the kids, and our business. We're not thinking about that right now.
Okay. Well, that's good. Do you guys hang out just as friends, or is it just
I
kind
think you know what, we do get along better as friends, and I think that's why people think that we're back together or we getting back together because our relationship as friends is top tier.
But that's a beautiful place to be in too, and I feel it's kind of almost like inspiring for people that are going through separations that have kids to kind of be like, because it's great to get along for them, and then it's also great where you're like, oh, I don't put a pressure on you that I would want from a partner, but I give it to me as a friend. Yeah.
Right.
is there any, your top piece of advice for other couples who are navigating a similar situation where they're breaking up, calling off the engagement, but they do have kids, they kind of want to stay friends, but it's hard. Like, what would you tell them?
I think communication is the biggest key. Definitely communicate with each other. If there were things that I would go back, I probably would have, kept it in house and had us communicate more. But the biggest thing is communicating and being okay with putting yourself first, choosing yourself first, and not because a lot of times we go through things and we worry about, the child. But if we're not unhappy, we're creating a toxic environment for our kids. So we have to be honest with ourselves and choose ourselves first.
Yeah. And I love how you're always like honest with your fans. We were big fans of the Carlos King interview. You spilled a lot of tea.
Carlos is best. Listen, you got to be prepared when you go on that set.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Well, I'm glad that you were able to clear up some things on that podcast, like the whole STD of it all, like all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff, all the hearsay, all the speculation. Is there anything still lingering about your breakup with Chad that you would like to clarify? Like, what are the biggest misconceptions still that you see on social media when it comes to your decision to split?
I think everything, people like our fans, they know, they understand, what it is. Everything that I cleared up, I think it's clear.
Okay.
Well, and that's good. And I feel like that's the beauty of what your fans know about you. You are so open and honest, and that's why they're gonna love Wags to Riches, because it is your honesty, for better or for better, in my opinion.
Listen, I haven't seen the show. Y'all rate it 1 to 10. Tell me what y'all
Oh
think.
my God, girl.
10 is too low a number.
It's like I would give it a 20.
Yes.
It's honestly very good. And do you know what's so exciting, Sharelle, is I feel like it's been a minute since a new reality show has like hit hard. And I don't know if you watched The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, but that was really good and that was exciting. But I feel like this is another show that's really gonna penetrate the culture. And I do think, like, to Danny's point, like WAG's culture has blown up so much because, thanks to Miss Swift. I feel like there are gonna be like more eyes and ears on this, and I'm just so excited that Netflix gave you guys the platform. And I'm so excited that this is your second coming to reality TV. It's so much fun. How did it feel filming it? Did it feel like you were filming a hit show?
I'm gonna be honest. There were some times where I was like, oh, I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't know. I'm scared. We're wasting our time. But you know what? Our producers were amazing. They were like, trust the process. We got this. We're not gonna let you down.
Oh,
and sounds like they have it.
Oh, they did not. And that's why I think after, like, a few weeks after it airs, I think we want you to come back and talk to us about.
Oh yes, I'm coming live in studio.
Oh my God.
Please,
Yes.
'Cause I feel
Can
like
I bring the humble baddies?
yes, of course you can.
We're demanding, yes.
Yes.
Whatever you want. You'll be the queen of our castle here at the Page 6 studio.
Perfect. My last question to you guys.
Okay.
I won't get mad. Who's your favorite on the show?
Quit
lying.
No, not even joking.
Honestly, here's the thing. I was a diehard Selling Tampa fan. Like, I loved that show so much, and I was absolutely heartbroken when it didn't come back. So I do have a special place in my heart for you. But I gotta say, like, even though you're not vibing with Stoney, I found her story very captivating.
Yes.
Because the thing is, I didn't know about the sex tape. I didn't know about the Rick Ross and 50. So I was like Googling. I was like, oh my God, wait, what happened? What happened here? What happened there? And then the way she spent her money, like it was honestly very interesting to me. So sorry.
Stoney is hilarious though. Stoney, once you get to know Stoney, like, I didn't know who she was and I came at her pretty hard, but she's hilarious. Like,
it made for good TV, it kept us entertained.
Right. She's hilarious. I don't know if she was laughing so much in the scenes with you.
No, there was not a lot of laughing with us.
All right, are you still craving a little more tea? Evan, tell them where to go.
Make sure to like and subscribe to Page 6 YouTube to check out all of our exclusive virtual reality interviews and more.